Hey guys, welcome to lesson 26. This one's going to be kind of a big one for us because we're going to be learning about formatting. So we've been learning how to write to a document and things like that, but what we're going to look at now is some formatting. So whenever we run our program, we can actually format it within the program. So remember how back in the very beginning of the year we did some of those unit projects where we had to, calculate money? Well, all those decimal places, while part of our number, don't necessarily signify money. What signifies money is two decimal places. So now we're going to learn how to start rounding and formatting not just our words and strings, but also our numbers as well. So go ahead and pause here to put in this program into your lesson 26. So what we need is a code that's going to take all the rest of these digits off and set it just to a maximum of two decimal places. So here is the code for this. So we're using the new method number format, which we haven't used yet, and we're going to call it FMT. You can call it whatever you want. I just called it FMT because, format, whatever. You want to call it Frankenbeans, you can. So number format dot get number instance, and then FMT dot set maximum fraction digits to FMT dot set minimum fraction digits. So I don't need double semicolons at the end of that. And you will notice that whenever you did FMT dot, it comes with all sort of options. So set, you can even set currency if you wanted. If you remember to set maximum and set minimum, then you'll be able to do this for any fraction set that you want to use. They also set integer, but we want set fraction because we want to get to two decimal places. You'll also notice that usually when we have a setup like this and we call it a method, we use new. We don't have to do that here. We use the name of the class, which is number format, and then we call a static method, which is get number instance. So this method, get number instance, returns the type number format. Now I made the maximum and the minimum the same number. So the maximum says that this is how many we're going to get. So the maximum number of decimals we can have after this is 2. So it's going to stop, it's going to cut off everything past it. So all this stuff, it's going to round this. So it's going to round down, so it's still be 0.98. Now the minimum, what this does is it says we have to have 2. So for this, if it was 34 even, it would be 34.00 because we said the minimum has to be 2. So the maximum sets the maximum number you can have. The minimum says you have to have at least that many. So right now we're not printing anything, so let's go ahead and change that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to apply this number formatting to D, so to our double up here. We're going to save it as a string, and then we're going to print that string. So mine came back with an error because we need to import java.text.star. So make sure that that is up at the top of your program because that's where the number format is in Java. All right, so let's go ahead and run this, and we should get back 34.98. So let's run, and we do. So now let's test and see what this actually does. So what we're going to do is, you see this 2 here right next to the 6? Okay, so if we cut that off, it could be 982, but if it rounds, it'll be 983. So let's test it and see. Let's say maximum at 3, leave the minimum at 2, and then click run, and it does actually round those numbers for us. Now, say that you wanted it not to print as a string, but you want it to actually be a double. So we're going to have to go back to some stuff that we've learned already. So you would have to set up a new double, call it D2 equals double dot parse double then S. So if you remember doing this a couple sections ago, remember we're putting this in a wrapper, so we're wrapping it as a double. We're converting that string straight to double, saving it as D2, and then we can even print D2. So go ahead and run your program, and it should give you back the same thing. So this line takes the double, formats it, and then saves it as a string. And then this line converts the string to a double. Don't forget to save, and you're ready to go on to the next video for lesson 26.